Welcome back to my every time I get tied up. Welcome back to my perspective. I can't even say it. This your host Rick and the co-host JC right here. I don't know what happened to the fellas. Tonight was supposed to be an exclusive night with the fellas. Uh, there was some technical difficulties, and one of them I don't know when he coming back, but we're gonna find out. I guess when he see this, it's gonna be it. But so Josh, before I got a question, I wanted to ask you what you thought about that that Lyft driver situation with the heavy set woman. I mean, that's how I'm gonna describe her. What's your opinion on that? Okay, let me rephrase that. Um, do you think people over a certain weight class should? Do you think the driver was wrong? Let me ask that.
So, from my conversation I had, I'm going to say that I don't know what happened. I'm on here by myself. Where you go? I'm going to say that people have a right to refuse service based on a number of factors. So, I don't know. I felt like more than
Wow.
anything, she probably was embarrassed. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I was still going.
I'm sorry. Thanks. See, that's why you the ace. That's why you ace. Can you repeat? I'm sorry. That was really unprofessional.
I was gonna say, so I'm gonna say like anybody has the ability to refuse service to anybody, right? Based off, whatever. Is it right all the time? No. But if their driver is thinking about the health of their car and thinking about that person's weight and how much it may have, what I'm saying, impacted their shocks or whatever the case is, like I feel like that was their right. Now, do I feel like the person was embarrassed? Do I feel like, the person should have ordered a different style? Like sometimes you gotta pay for, for what you need. So maybe they should have ordered, like a black car or a double XL car or something just to accommodate them. But I don't feel like their driver was necessarily wrong. I do understand like embarrassment behind things. You know what I'm saying? So I just think like we know what we need to make ourselves comfortable. You know what I'm saying in life
She
because
definitely exploited herself though. So like as far as embarrassment goes, she definitely exploited herself.
that's what I'm saying. But also think about it. It's the same thing like if you on an airplane, you need a seatbelt extender. You know what I'm saying? Or you need two seats. You know what I'm saying to make yourself comfortable. Like you kind of gotta spend that extra. Unfortunately, spend that extra to get what you need to make yourself comfortable in those situations. And I don't think, excuse me, I don't think the driver was wrong, right? Um, do I think, and I think this is the thing I feel about Lyft, Uber, whatever. I feel like I guess until you get to a certain status, like you don't know like where your trip is going or whatever the case is. I feel like you should know all that information up front, right? So you can decline before you get, you know what I'm saying, before you get there, like because
I
you'll be
mean, but
tripping.
you can't necessarily judge somebody's size off rip though. Like it don't really. I don't because I've driven Lyft and Uber. I don't remember seeing the part where you could be like, "Oh, shorty, heavy set." You know
But
what I'm
you, but
saying?
it still depends on what picture. Because on my picture, you can see like almost my full body on my picture. So it
Yeah,
depends.
but I
I
said in the
know.
open one. Like,
But I'm also saying as a person, if I know I'm of a certain size and I want to be comfortable, I'm
yeah.
not ordering a regular Uber. You know what I'm saying? Like he declined on site. Like he didn't decline um in the ride. Like so he saw her, knew his vehicle, and was like, I can't accommodate this ride. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not, and I don't think that's
he
something wrong.
definitely he should have canceled. He definitely should have canceled. Like, it's like soon as he pulled up, he should have canceled. I wouldn't have spoke to her. None of that. Just hit cancel.
I mean, in hindsight, it sounds, you know what I'm saying? It sounds good, but most of the time when you waiting on an Uber, you're outside waiting for the Uber, right? Like,
I feel you.
depending on the weather, I guess. I don't know. I be at my door. I don't be outside. But, you be ready to go. So, but I don't feel like he was wrong. Like, I feel like, like I said, embarrassment, everybody wants to record everything and put everything on social media, like make everything, You know what I'm saying? Because it could have been handled. It could have been handled silently. You know what I'm saying? And still whatever. But I understand what you want to talk about. But I got you. What's your take on it? Let me see.
I mean, I'm not gonna fat shame nobody. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel like he may have planned to try to exploit Lyft and try to, you know, maybe get a bag from it. But I think it went in reverse for her. And it's unfortunate because I feel like even fat people were like, nah, bitch, nah. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like know your weight class. It's only right.
I mean, bottom line is like order a
She,
vehicle that's going to.
she definitely was being cheap. Like I'm just saying, you could have ordered a sheer ride with the XL or something, but it wasn't happening.
I
Like
mean,
when I saw a picture, I'm like, huh?
or just order the XL or rip. Like, first of all, like I'm not going to be if I know I'm of a bigger size. Like I'm not going to want to be in situations where I'm uncomfortable, right? Like we don't know if the ride was 10 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. Like, why do you want to be uncomfortable to save a
Right,
couple of points? It's all about. That's what makes you think it was like it was a to let me get them. You know what I'm saying? Because think about it. This can't be your first time using this service. So I would like to see like what other rides have you ordered in the past?
right.
How many times has this happened to you? That this was the one that was like, okay, let me.
Yeah, but like I said, I feel like she was exploiting. She was trying to exploit shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So since we on current events, what you think? Well, first of all, rest in peace to the people that passed um in North Philly from the plane crash.
Northeast.
North Philly.
Northeast.
No, no. Okay, so you want to start there? You want to
No,
start? All right.
because
So,
I know
so,
it respectfully it
so
was Northeast Philly. It wasn't North Philly. So can you say Northeast? Respectfully.
respectfully for the people that passed from the plane crash,
In Northeast Philadelphia.
I hope they rest in peace.
Do you want me to put all the railroads together? Like, is that because that's what you're doing? I don't like it.
Putting on the railroads together. We can get off topic real quick. That's what you want to do.
I'm
So,
just saying, like,
so,
stop doing
so,
it. Stop doing that to Philly. Like, no, in
now
all seriousness. Like,
Philly did it
this,
to themselves. Philly did it to
no,
themselves.
no, it's you. Like, stop doing it.
Let the people hear my argument, right? So if you
You're
go
in
straight
no
up,
argument.
yes, it is because if you go straight up, that's wild.
You're
First of
not from
all,
Philly. You don't have an argument in this joint. It is what it is.
for people in Philly that's hearing me right now, if you got a compass in front of you, up top is what? Come on, just entertain me. Up top
No,
is what? Going up
no.
is what? That's north, right? Yes or no? Yes or no?
But it's northeast not a direction.
Yeah, but
Okay, all right.
it starts
It
off with
doesn't
north.
matter.
So
It
which
doesn't matter
direction
what
you
it
going?
says.
Which direction you
It
going?
doesn't
North.
matter.
You
It
going
doesn't
north
matter.
though? It
It doesn't
does.
matter.
So you not going out north?
You're
That don't
disrespectful,
matter.
and I'm tired of
So
it. Like,
so when you go to Georgia, it doesn't matter which direction you go.
next topic.
I'm just asking.
You're disrespectful to Philly, and I don't like it. Like,
How
it's northeast. Because you always want to play like, oh, you're from South. No, Southwest. Like, they're very different parts of the city, and you
Nah,
don't
fuck
respect it.
all that.
You
Fuck,
don't respect it.
I don't,
So
hundred
next
percent,
topic.
100%. What
Listen,
is there
all
to
right,
respect? I'm giving you. I'm only going over the direction I see.
you're not. But
Y'all trying to
if
tell
I
me
was telling you,
otherwise.
I was telling you specifically something is something, and that's what it is. Like, come on, like you a New York nigga, you know how I go. Like, stop playing.
But I love my Philly
Good,
people, 100.
good. All
percent But
right,
I'm just
but I'm saying we're not doing this. You started off cool until you tried to be disrespectful and say North Philly, and
I
the situation.
wasn't because it definitely was North Philly. I wasn't
There
even trying to
wasn't,
be on that type
but
time. I
it
really
wasn't
was saying North
no,
Philly.
but it wasn't North Philly. In all seriousness, it was Northeast. So, like, respectfully, like I said, Northeast.
So I said respectfully
But you never said Northeast.
because okay, respectfully, rest in peace to the people that passed from the plane crash in Northeast Philly.
Thank you.
Okay.
Next topic.
because I ain't gonna play with people. You know what I mean? But nonetheless,
It's not nonetheless. You said
so
it. Let's move on. Let's move on.
see what I'm talking about? See, that's the problem here. That's
Yeah,
the
let's move
problem here.
on.
That's why you from South. You right. That's from you South Philly all day.
Yeah.
Rep. You know what I mean? That's what. So one of the other topics when I was expecting for the guys to be on was I was kind of gonna harp on the idea of women being so against shorter men.
Oh, I'm
That
I
was
saw
that was something that came up after that last
I,
podcast.
yeah, I saw your comments. Kudos to you standing up for shirt, man. Kudos, kudos, kudos.
I'm just saying, I appreciate that, But you didn't give
Yeah,
me.
I saw it in
I
your
understand,
comments. I'm like,
I understand that. I understand it's a preference you have, but I don't want. I need a real response. I'm confused. Why is that such a thing? Like
I
I feel
think
like the short men don't get they don't get acknowledged. Because they could be really good men, and yeah, I'd rather dodge and avoid them because of their height.
it's called preference. That's the bottom line.
So I feel like that's a ism.
What you mean?
That's a ism. Like you got sexism, you got racism.
Preference is not an ism. That's like you
That's a
saying I
shortism.
don't like I don't like girls that's over 200 pounds. That's a preference.
That's a weightism. You know what I'm saying? I
You
feel
can
like
call
it's
it
just
whatever you
something
want to
like
call
that.
it. I'm gonna call it a preference. My preference is that I don't date men that's my height. Period.
Okay, I wasn't asking you to date men your height. I was asking you to date men that was a little taller than you, but you didn't like that. I'm confused because you 5'2". Remember that's the last time we acknowledged that.
Me and Elijah not five two.
But then we went for 5'8", and you was like they the
I
same
said
height
my
as your son. You're not with it.
I said my son's
So
taller than me.
but again
Again,
that's not
we're not
fair.
so we're not gonna harp on my preference because it is what it is, and I'm not. That's my preference.
So do you have a general reason why you feel like women decide to
I
choose?
don't know about women. I know about me, and I already established what my preference
But,
was. I'm
but
not.
you gotta speak for your species.
No, I'm not. First of all, that's weird as shit, and I'm not speaking for women
Why
as a
not?
whole because that's weird. Because I'm one person. That's weird. That's the problem with
So
men.
was
Y'all want to.
Martin Luther King. So was Malcolm X.
They didn't speak. They had. So what people don't realize is like, yes, they stood in front of the people, but like they had meetings and stuff prior to those speeches, prior to those conferences. So if it were a bunch of women here, like a nice size, or I had like a Zoom with them and I was the representative, that would be different. You're asking me to speak
But
without having convened prior. So
but
no,
I feel like every time you wake up, you represent women.
I represent me every time I wake up.
So you don't represent women.
Not as a whole, no, I represent me as a woman. There might be some things that I do that all women don't agree with, and vice versa. So I would never wake up and say that I, as a whole, represent women. No,
So
you
you just
represent all
partially.
women.
So you partially identify as a woman.
I fully identify as a woman. I don't represent all of them. You about to play with me and get your feelings hurt? Okay, okay.
You sharp. You know that. You sharp.
And yeah, you about to get your
Sharp.
feelings
You know what I'm saying?
hurt. Don't ever think she's sleep. Okay, ever,
Oh
ever.
shit. Man, you just threw me off. I had something in my head. Damn.
I know you feel like because your boys that over here tonight, like it fucked up your whole flow, and you just like you just a
You know
little
what
taken.
though?
And I feel like you're not about to come for me tonight on this episode.
Nah. But when it was gonna be on, I wasn't gonna come for you. I just wanted a male's perspective, and
I understand that, but now I feel like because you had technical difficulties earlier, we did, right? More
Mhm.
than one occasion. I feel like they didn't hop back going. I feel like so me and you got a lot of smoke for me. And
Oh no.
I just want you to know it's not going
It's
down like this.
definitely, it's definitely not smoke. It's definitely not smoke. You know what?
I get
Because
it.
just like I said in the last one, I don't. That's just a waste of time. I'm already coming to terms with certain shit. I'm settling. Niggas show up, they show up. They don't, they don't. You
I'm
know what
not
I'm saying?
talking about them. I'm talking about your smoke for me. And I'm letting you know.
Always got smoke for you though.
I'm
That's
not
like
taking it.
that's
I'm
never
not
changed.
I'm not taking the smoke with your Davy Crockett hat, but you're telling them it. We're not doing it.
You don't like that shit?
No, I don't.
No, I put it on just because you had yours. I'm gonna wear that shit around you. I'm gonna put that shit on your. Oh my god. So, since we on current events, I wanted to ask you. You know, your boy Trump.
Why would you ever equate him to be my boy? But here we go with your nonsense. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. So I don't even know where to start with this. Like, where do I start with him? When I had the tariffs, first of all, they talking about bird flu over here again. By the way, hold on, hold on. Look who's back. I got Nate coming in hot. Hold on one second.
I'm back. I'm back.
Hey.
Look at this. Look at
I'm
this.
back. Wait. Before I get on y'all nerves, do y'all see the name? Y'all see the name? Cause you know it's my girl out there. You heard?
But you got to get your own show to do that. I'm confused. Like that's mad disrespect,
So,
yo. So 16 minutes in, I just want the people to know that's wild disrespectful. That's crazy.
it is.
So for the
It's a,
streets to know, this is my man's, right? The nigga didn't even put me in this shit. He said him and JC, which is crazy. Just
right,
know it. Just know it. All right, we can get back on the topic. That's
right.
crazy.
But I'm just saying, for that is my man's. You know, it was a little bit disrespectful. It was a little bit disrespectful. That is my man's. But but the name ain't got nothing to do with you, my boy. I got my smile already. So what are you talking about?
I'm just saying that's like
There we go. Give me
slapping.
my hand clap because you was about to give it to me. There we go.
I
There we go.
this is beyond me. But nah, Nate. So since you came up back on here, what we had touched on that first, Josh. Uh,
Oh, short. You want to go back to the current events or the short man? What you want?
the
What you
nah
want
nah
to
the first thing we jumped in. What the first thing
The
we
girl,
jumped in?
the girl
Y'all was just talking about Trump though.
Oh yeah, we was. But we're gonna get back on that. I want to know. Give me a side on the Lyft driver, the heavy set chick.
Like what you mean?
What's your
Can
take
you elaborate a little
on
bit more?
he
the
want to
Lyft
know what's
driver?
your take on it.
The
Do you feel
girl
like
that
the
got
lift
on the
driver
Lyft
was
driver.
wrong?
I'm sorry, excuse me for a second.
You want to know my opinion on big chicks?
He want to know your opinion on that situation. Do you feel like the Lyft driver was wrong for canceling on the shorty?
Oh, okay. We talking about that? Nah, he wasn't. He wasn't at all. He wasn't at all. You know why? You know why he wasn't wrong at all? Because when you book Uber, it show you the car and all of that, bro. So like she played herself. Like you knew who was pulling up and what was pulling up.
Very true.
Like now, just because your best friend, and that's even if she got a best friend that really had a Prius. Like, 'cause she was like, my friend got a Prius, and I'm in my friend's Prius all the time. You're lying, bro. You're lying. Like, no way she was getting in that Prius and everything was cool. And that's not even on some like body shaming or none of that. That was just strictly, mind you knew you was a little bit on the heavy side and you played yourself. And now you try to come at the Lyft driver because he canceled. I felt like the Lyft driver was very respectful, if
He
you ask
was.
me.
He
If
was.
you ask me, he was very respectful in that situation because he could have been like, fuck out of here and went ham.
Yeah. And like I said earlier, she like you order what you want, right? So she could have ordered an XL, a black, something, something she could have been comfortable in. She ain't want to spend
Now,
an
I
extra
be
money.
knowing niggas don't be wanting to order that XL though, because you know that's extra paper, but still.
But if you know or you feel like you got a weight limitation, like and you see the Prius pull up and it's like they 7 minutes away, I'm gonna cancel the Prius because clearly I need something a little bit more
Nah,
larger to
Right.
accommodate my
shorty,
size.
yeah, Shorty was life size. She got cut it out. She was not no fucking
Yeah,
bodyguard trying to get in no fucking
I would
little
have
ass car.
passed too. I would have been like, yo, mom, I need you. Look. And he even did her a solid, like, I'll cancel the ride so you can get your money back, ma. Like,
Exactly. Yeah.
he could have did her dirty, like, you cancel the ride. Pulled
Yeah.
off and started the timer and had her
Yeah.
tight.
So
He let her live. He let her
nah,
live. So
I agree with that. I agree with that.
my overall opinion, nah. He was very respectful and he held it down. Shorty was a little bit extra. She was being entitled. She felt like she was being like she was entitled. That's how she was acting. Like you was entitled to this man's ride. Like, nah, mom, like that's your money, and I just gave you your money back. Now book something else.
That's facts. That's facts. So since we was touching on Trump situation, right? Um, we touched on the tariffs lightly. Well, I mentioned it. My real thing was he's trying to cut off the celebrate. Excuse me. He was signing to cut off celebrating anything of the nature of in the military, like the woman. What do you call it? It wasn't women. It was Women's Day because women's got there's a Women's
National
Day
Women
in
Day.
Canada. Yeah, I think it's next month. There's Women's
Yeah,
Day. There's
I don't really don't
he
know
don't
when
want, he
Women's
don't
Day
want no
is.
celebration. That DEI shit. No
National
celebration in the
Women's
military.
History Month is next month, and then National Black Women's Day of Rest is March 10th. So they both happen next month. But yeah, um,
You trying to cut that
See,
shit out
there we
completely.
go. That's why she make it work. She make it happen. She know what it is. You heard her. Next month, nigga, get it right.
That's why I said next month.
Nah, nigga, the 10th. Get it right.
March 10th is National Black Women's Day of Rest.
But
Don't bother
but
black women asking for nothing
before
at
you
the
got on Nathan, we was trying to acknowledge her womanhood. You know what I'm saying? But she didn't want to acknowledge that shit. So that's what I'm saying.
pettiest shit. You try to play me, and you know
Nah,
I'm
you
not gonna
don't
fight
play
you.
JC. Not
Stop
JC.
it. Stop it. Stop it. You try to come for me. Don't do that. Don't do it.
All right. Let me not get too much off topic. I want to touch base on the past shit that we was talking about, JC. When we was talking about the past shit, when I needed a male's opinion, right? So we could touch on a lot of the heavy hitters. Remember that?
Pick,
Remember the sex
pick
toy
two.
one? Remember the sex toy one?
Two. Pick two, because you be going off tangents. Pick two.
All right. Remember the sex toy one?
Okay.
Let's get Nathan's opinion on this.
Okay.
King Nate, what's your
Yes, sir.
opinion on men with sex toys?
For themselves or for women?
For
I
themselves.
purchased, like
For
a
themselves.
man
'Cause
purchased.
you know these chicks be out here with the, you know what I mean? With the, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah,
The
so
good
so
old
so and they be comfortable with it, like, oh yeah, I got the bullet. And then they be advertising the shit with the wild tongue. So you got got the
right
flashlight in the box.
niggas naming their toys and shit.
You feel me? Yo, the batteries on go. Like this is the problem, but we promoting this. So when it's our turn, what do you think about that? Because in that one podcast that you had watched it when we talk about men and sex toys, I was definitely on some shit like, the shits with the gelatin booties, with the pussy and the ass on there. Excuse my language, but fuck that. You know what I'm talking about?
Correct.
That or the sex dolls. Some of them be, you know what I mean? So I was wondering if they got an issue with that too, because I sit there and pipe her down while you downstairs cooking food. Because it's very much okay for them to do it.
No,
And
you were saying while you're in the bed next to Shorty. Like that's disrespectful. Like nobody popping a bullet if they do hitting it right. Like that's not a
so
thing.
so reason why I was going that far, and as we've discussed before, was because if I want some, right? If I want
Right.
some, and I'm like, yo, babe, come on, start kissing her or whatever. I'm not in the mood. I bet I'm gonna go pull Stacy out the closet and wear that ass out. That's a problem because if I decline and it's me, babe, now I don't feel like it. You probably, you know what I mean? They probably gonna feel some type of way. Oh, you cheating? Or you doing all this and that? You know what I mean?
Nah.
They also go in the shower and pop their bean. They ain't gonna do it in the bed next to you. That's the difference. You're ignorant.
But I'm not
Yeah,
gonna.
that
What
was
if I
that.
already showered before I got into bed? I showered already, trying to get in
The
there, trying to
shower
get
is
in
not.
the booty.
The shower is not to get clean. The shower is if you turn your chick away. You like, no, I'm tired. I don't feel like it. Okay, I'm gonna go grab my. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in the bathroom in the shower, turn the shower on, whatever. Handle my
But
biz. I'm not gonna disrespect
so
you and do it in
you
the bed.
grabbing it, you grabbing Stacy in front of her then,
Yeah, I'm grabbing
right?
Stacy in front of me.
I'm taking Stacy in front of her and taking her to the shower, so she not gonna feel no type of way.
She
She gonna
is, but you're
definitely,
not doing
she
it
gonna
next to
definitely
her.
feel away. She gonna definitely feel away.
I feel like it's the
What
same. It's
would
the same concept. Now
So
I'm over
you,
here trying to show her an example. Like, all right, well, if you ain't gonna give it to me, I'm gonna go give it to Stacy.
but in the bed next to her is wild. Leave the room. That's
That is
But
wild, bro.
you know, statistically,
he gets
it's
snatched for money to see.
we don't have these choices like that. You know what
You don't
I'm saying?
have you don't have a choice to leave.
No, when we decline, we I don't feel like it today.
What do you mean?
I don't
You
feel.
y'all can't decline.
I don't feel like.
Nah. Right, boom. Nate, can you decline
Di-
and live?
It's disrespectful, bro. It's disrespectful, bro. To do it in the same bed, that would be a little bit disrespectful. I get it. It's more
Oh,
so. I
no,
you want
that's my
some.
aim. That's my aim.
You want to be
It's to
disrespectful.
just yes, because I just
Why would you
asked.
want to be disrespectful?
But why would you want to be difficult? Because you don't feel like it's today. Cool. So I'm gonna go violate.
But here's the thing. Okay, I don't think it's being difficult if someone is declining. Right? It could be a couple of factors that are taking place for them to be like, I don't feel like it in this moment. Now, if they're declining consistently, that's a conversation. But if it's one night and you hitting every single night, like, come on, bro.
That's a little different. That's some nympho shit. But
Nah,
I don't like your example.
nympho
I'm
shit
not
or
being
not, nigga. You was still nympho shit or not, nigga. You still wilding, nigga. You on some babe, what's up? And she on some
but
not
but
tonight. And you on some like
real
you got
shit is okay
ass?
for
You
us
got
to
ass?
get.
All right, I got you. I got
So
you.
all right,
And you go get up and go grab it out
let
the
so
closet and lay right
so
next to her. Put it right next to her butt while she laying in the bed. And you want some, all right, since you ain't gonna get to me, I got you.
yeah,
And start
bang, old game.
start going ham on the booty 3000.
I bet you she roll over and give it.
No, she rolling over and slapping the shit out of you.
Yeah, like she definitely not rolled over about to give you no ass. That's not
And then I'm gonna go.
that's not
Right.
Then I'm gonna go in the bathroom with Stacy.
why you should have did that in the first place.
Nah. But I Nate. So you feel like that's That's disrespectful, right? All right, let's rewind this.
Yeah. It's just a little bit, bro. Like I get it. Like I because I'm not gonna say I'm 100% down with the fact that you try to get some in CW. I'm not down. I'm not gonna say I'm 100% down with that. But as us being men, we got to understand that sometimes your lady might not be in the mood.
No,
Some just might.
1,000%. In my
Right.
direction, it wasn't on some every night shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't just one night thing. Excuse me. It just wasn't on some one night shit. Josh said that like I'm some creep nigga, like this fucking everyday
Nigga,
shit.
that's the way
I'm
you
just,
said it. Nigga, ain't nobody say no creep shit.
because I was trying to spice it, but the point I was going to was, is it disrespectful if you run into when you get to her room, you know she got her bullets and her shits, right? When you go into a room when she got a wild 14-inch black mama shit in the fucking
Right.
under the bed on the pillow, how you gonna
Right.
feel about that?
Nigga, she don't use it. She look.
Well, no,
I'm
what's she
just
doing?
look.
No, you at work. You at work. You
You
know what she
giving me
doing?
you look. You giving you asking my honest. You asking my perspective, right? So just my perspective, bro.
Yeah.
Just my perspective.
Uh-huh.
I keep it real with you, nigga. You might have walked into the crib and she let her make herself comfortable and didn't realize that she had the 14-inch under the pillow still. Like nigga, she not using that 14-inch while you there, bro. She ain't pull that out like nigga, you ain't doing me right. Hold on, let me show you. You nigga, so she
Well,
not doing that. Like,
no, God
that's her
bless you.
personal
God bless
pleasure.
you.
That's her
God
personal
bless you.
pleasure, right?
So you feel that make you feel okay, right? She
So
got a
your issue
14
is
inch.
the size of her. So is your issue the size of her toy? That's what we're talking about now? Because I'm
We talking
confused.
about the disrespect due to the size of the toy. Yes, yes.
Oh, so
The
you think
length,
the size
the
of the
length of
toy,
the toy.
Oh,
the
the
size of a toy
size. Nah, I'm not disrespecting of the size, nigga. My John on.
No, I
so
didn't say
Yeah,
anything about.
look, see, we can't go crazy because we don't, we on the what's the name. But I'm just saying, like,
I didn't say you short-handed. That's not what I'm saying. But she got a
okay, no,
wild size difference.
okay, so I have a question for you. She got a wild size toy, right? That is same, different, whatever than her person. What does Stacy look like your girl?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Because if Stacy look like your girl, should she be disrespected? Should she be disrespected if Stacy got a fatter ass than her? If Stacy's a different color than her? Like, what we talking about?
You understand? We talking about a prosthetic doll, like a plastic.
You
emotions
talking
is
about a
emotions,
plastic?
nigga. What you talking about?
You talking about a plastic penis too that you just equated to the
Nah,
penis size?
not the
Here we
same.
go.
Not the
Here
same.
we, here
Not
we
the
go.
same.
Here
It's
we
not the
go.
same.
Here we go. Here
It's
we
not the
go.
same. It's
Okay.
not the
You
same.
stop, boy. Stop
It's
while you
not the
at, my nigga.
same.
It's
It's not the same. No.
they
Clearly,
do.
Nathan is okay with a 14, and whoever he will, I mean, we dealing with that time.
I'm not okay. Listen, I'm not
You
okay with
just say
anything.
you
I don't feel like
okay.
you would need it. But if you got your toys that satisfy you
Nah,
when you're not
they
getting the
make
real thing,
toys that
that's what you
satisfy
do.
you. Yes, they make toys that satisfy you. 14 inches is a wild fucking length. So if she like, oh, I'm gonna use this because you not enough, you telling me that
But
don't go through your head?
but see that's a male
Nigga,
thing.
that's dip. No, 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 no,
It
no.
is a
See,
little thing.
see,
I
Yeah,
know
see,
that.
you see,
thinking
you
like
mixing
that
the
when
two.
you're using
You mixing
toys.
the two from sexual. You missing the two
Yeah, like
from
nah.
pleasuring yourself to get yourself off, or pleasuring yourself because your significant other isn't around
It's not
and you need it.
like it's
So
very
But
you're mixing
she
the
could
two up
also get a
on something like
normal
nigga.
size. She could also get an equivalent normal size that her man is equivalent to. Now I'm not saying her man ain't 14. I'm talking about the men that ain't 14. She could get her normal size. You know what I'm saying? But if she outrank you and you like, all right, well, I'm supposed to just see past that? Like, oh, when I'm not here, she doubling up the numbers.
I'm just saying. Listen, I feel, I, I feel JC because then it could go hand in hand, my nigga. It go hand in hand. All right,
What go
nigga.
hand in hand? No.
When
So
you
what about
watch
the
it,
blow doll? What about the dope blow dolls that are equivalent? Besides plastic skin.
okay.
nigga,
They
no,
got
the
big ass
nigga, the
pillow in
equivalent
it.
to it.
They got a big ass. They got big lips. Like everything that your girl is not this blow up doll could or is. It's the
It's a
same thing.
blow doll.
It's a 14-inch piece of plastic. I'm confused.
All right, look, I'll give you what better did. Look, you saying it's a blow up doll, right? All right, boom. So let's use porno. Let's use porno as a substitute.
Okay.
So you're gonna get off. So as a man, you're gonna get off to your porno, right? So, but
She get over that too.
when you go looking for your porno, you're not looking for the porno that looks like your girl. You're not looking for Becky 3000 that look exactly like your girl getting her back blown out. Nah, nigga, you looking for something different, right? You looking for
But
short. You
what
looking
she
for
looking
shorty with
for?
the double D's wailing
What she
out
look,
like, oh,
what she
talking
looking
some
for?
crazy shit that your shorty might not do, right? That's the
What she
difference
looking
in
for?
what you looking in the porno, right?
So
Is
I'm
that
looking
not
for
the
preference,
difference?
right? I'm looking for preference,
Huh?
right?
I'm
I'm
saying.
looking for preference.
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
wouldn't that be a preference? Because you want some like nigga, she got 14, so this is what she prefers. So what's your preference if you watching your porno? Wouldn't you prefer something that you
We, we
that
you talking about
that you like?
watching something and actually putting something inside of you. That's
Nah,
two different
nigga.
things.
It's still a preference. But my thing is, all right, so
Two different things.
even if you keep it with the doll, it's the same thing. Like you just don't ever want to be like, you know what, JC, you're right. this I'm not flowing with this.
1,000%. But you know that 1,000%. You talking about me telling, acknowledging you,
I
right?
get that, but I'm
Crazy.
saying it's the same thing, and you don't want to see it. Like a female can play with 14 inches, whatever the case is. Play with 7 inches, depending on the girth. Like it doesn't really matter because at the
Nah,
end of the day,
the size don't matter.
it don't because she's self pleasuring herself with a dildo. Now with a person, a man, like for most females, like
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
you
Can I
gonna
ask
pleasure
you
me. If my
again?
man is not pleasuring me with his penis, like then my dildo preference might be based off of that. But if he's there and I'm getting pleasured, my dildo is only around if he's not. Like, and it's self pleasure. It has nothing to do with him, nothing how I feel about him, nothing how he's pleasing me. Because hopefully, depending on our relationship, he knows how to please me, and we good in that department. The toys are either for us to use together, not the dildo, but all the other toys. And the dildo is if he's not around, I'm going on vacation for work or something.
So you can't help yourself. You just trying to build his security. But I'm just wondering. You said size don't matter, right?
I didn't say that. I said 7 inches depending on girth. I started with the size.
I said. So
I
you saying
started,
size don't matter? You said yes.
I started with the size. I started with a size. I said 7. I started at a size. So I'm not going to say that. I don't know.
You were comparing 7 or 12. That's what you were saying, depending on the
No,
girth.
I said if
He
it's
said
7,
7.
I said 7. I started at 7.
She started with 7. That's what so
I started at 7.
like
And then I went up.
You started at 14, then you said 7, depending
No,
on size.
for the dildo.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you saying?
I'm asking you. So you're saying size don't matter?
For everybody, I don't know.
It sounded like you was real confident. Are you speaking for the women again?
I'm speaking for Jocelyn. I always speak for Jocelyn, unlike you who think you can speak for the masses. Let's go.
I can't speak for the masses.
You sure? Because you tried to.
I can give my perspective on what I think,
Yeah.
but I can't speak for the
Just
masses.
my perspective. That's what we here to give. You heard? That's my perspective.
You always try to make it I'm speaking for all women. So, in my personal opinion, size
don't matter.
can play a factor. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I said.
Size
Can play a factor.
No, come on. That's not. No, now you being Donald Trump. Does size matter or not?
it plays a factor. Because are we talking about girth or are we talking about length? I'm saying,
bro. It matter. She just don't want to. She just don't want to tell the word that it matter. We got
size does matter. But here's the thing.
What you said? I just want to know what you said. What you said?
Size
matter. But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
Or women?
Can you listen? Yo, give me 3 seconds, bro. That's it for real. Size matters.
Like the scale show that it's women. I guess she's talking for women, so size matter for women. I'd be like, if you look it up, it do matter.
She don't speak for women.
I'm speaking for me.
You speak for her.
Because you can have a nigga with a long dick, but ain't got no girth to it and not hitting nothing, right? You can have a nigga who dick is not as long.
I don't know about the right part. I can't answer that. I'm just saying.
But you can have somebody whose penis is not as long, but it's girthy, and they are hitting some things. So, like I said, it depends. But for most people, or at least in my circle, I'll speak for the women in my circle. Can I do that? Does that help you?
No.
Does that help you?
How you speak for the women in your circle? They're not able to defend themselves.
She talking L spicy.
Because we have conversations. So for the women in my circle, size matters.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Does that help you?
So that means that to you, size matters. Correct?
Yeah. That's what she said.
Size plays a part.
Okay. Does area matter to you?
You smart a little bit.
Yeah. Fuck out of here. Yeah.
That was a good. That was a good comeback. I just wanted
area
on the Ripper scale. That was 10 out of 10.
Would have been circumference. So circumference does matter to me.
Nah. Cause we're not talking about circles. We're not talking about circles.
Yeah. Circumference matters.
So
but also, but I also feel like for women, like it has to be more than just penetration though. Like it has to be like a full package. So, you know,
I think so too. I think you definitely need to know how to do what you're doing
Correct.
yeah,
because there's different pleasure points inside, regardless of
exactly.
having that type of
Absolutely.
thing. So I
So so
still think that 14 is overkill, in my
so in
opinion.
layman's terms, size matters. Yeah. Look, you got your answer, my boy. You got your answer, my nigga. You got your answer like 4 times,
I
my
got it.
nigga.
I got it from you. I got it from you. I ain't get it from
But I
her.
also feel like, why do you
You
feel
did
like
get
for?
it from her, nigga. She said it. You just wasn't listening.
But also, like, you gave the number 14. So why is that number like resonating with you? 'Cause, like,
No,
who
no,
said?
because
Oh, the
because
nap.
because it's an exaggerated size. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not as realistic. I'm not saying it's not real, but you know what I'm saying. It's
No,
not as common.
it's just like
To be,
14. Like, where you pull that from? But okay,
14 is a wild number.
it is.
That's
But
the only reason I did that.
okay,
But
I
damn,
mean, damn what?
we
Whatever.
40 minutes in.
I mean,
But I
I'm
also feel like dudes be like, oh my god, size don't matter. But that's just like you saying like, oh, you want a girl with a big ass. Size matters too. I want a girl with a tight pussy, and it don't like this, don't like that. Like everybody has something
Yeah,
they want.
I hear
the
you.
preference.
So how is it? How is a personal preference a problem?
Really? How's that a problem? Okay, so we're gonna go back to the short men, right? Okay, let's. How's
Again,
that a
that's my
problem?
preference. How does my preference bother other
Let me
people?
let me explain how it affects other people. When it's a large mass of people that feel the same way, it becomes a destructive thing. You know what I'm saying?
Destructive to
But,
whom? I can only speak for me. I don't know everyone else's
Right.
preference. I
Destructive to
know
who?
mine.
but but if you got a lot of people that feel the same way, if you got a lot of people that feel the same way, it starts to affect society. Like
How?
Mm-hmm.
racism, you start like racism. You start to segregate people because there's a group of y'all that don't like you don't prefer you prefer white.
So here's
You
the
don't
thing.
prefer black. So just like
Here's
you
the thing.
prefer short
I
man,
never, I never,
you
but here's the thing. My preference does not mean that I don't like this person. Let's not do
that
that.
means you prefer that person.
That, but it's my preference. That doesn't mean
I-
I hate them. That I dislike them. That I think they should not be a part of this earth. That's not what that means.
But
That
that's how
means
it felt. That's how it felt for the short man. That's how it felt.
oh, so I'm
Wait,
confused. Like, why is this your fight?
Wait, don't bring that to the tall people. We have
Why
nothing to
is
do
this
with
your
it
fight? Why is this your
because
fight?
I'm fighting for men all around the world.
I appreciate that. I
You know what I'm
appreciate
saying?
that.
but I
Oh yeah.
mean, I feel you, big bro. I feel you all fighting for men all around the world. But I'm like, I don't really see this a fight though. Like, I don't.
And I don't see it being destructive to the world.
But
Like, we already,
I feel
like,
like
we
Nathan's
already
not sure.
know.
I feel like
We
Nathan's
already
not sure
know.
to even try to defend the short man. So
Nah, because
you're
because
not
we
short,
already
bro.
like. I'm not sure. So I mean, I'm nowhere near sure.
So how does that give you the right to speak for them on some defensive stuff?
Nah, I'm saying because I'm talking for all men when I say this. I like regardless of what we are saying right now, right? Like
Mm.
statistically, when you pull these things up, statistically, when you pull them up, everything that you're saying is like, nigga, we know it matters because statistically, it shows it matters. Like we it shows that it matters that size matters. We see that like statistically, if you pull it up, I'm not gonna say I'm 100% accurate with the numbers, but let's say like it's like 75% of the world would agree that size matters. That would agree that size matters.
You hear that,
So
Jason? You hear that? That's gonna be your new banner. You gotta start making shirts.
Size matters. Shut the fuck up.
Saudi Mary.
size matters, man. Size matters. You gotta know what you're doing. And for the niggas, I guess that the size don't matter. They gotta know what they doing out there. Like that's all that is. Like
I don't know if you should run to that model though, Nick. Size matters. I don't know. As a man, I don't know if you should run
I
with
ain't
that
got to
one.
worry about that because I ain't got that problem. So I'm just saying like.
You sure? You might. You might
I'm
because
quiet over here. You see, I'm just listening because I ain't got that.
there's a woman out there. There's a woman out there is like, yo, it's not enough.
And for her, then go find enough.
That means that you got an
It was
issue.
it was good. It was enough for me. The fuck?
And I also feel like that's not what that's saying. That's saying that
I'm saying that's
whoever,
how it makes people feel. Is my whole point. It makes
and
people feel
I get what you're saying, but people are always going to feel a way when they aren't it, right?
right. No, but you're not
Correct.
wrong. Season, but you're
You know
not
what I'm
wrong.
saying?
Right.
Like, regardless, that's just the way of the world. Like, everybody is not everybody's preference. Like, that's what makes us all individual. That's what makes us choose our people regardless. You know what I'm saying? Regardless.
Right.
But you can't be upset at someone for their preferences. I'm not someone's preference. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But I can't be mad at the world like, oh my God, they don't like short brown skin girls that wear glasses. Like, oh my God, the world hates me. I'm never going like no, because short brown skin with glasses is somebody's preference. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's who I attract.
So we can't argue with we can't argue with Dr. Umar then.
What you mean?
We can argue with him. The same argument. We can't argue with him. That's somebody else's preference.
Yeah, we gotta I don't
Would argue
he's
with that
somebody's
nigga.
preference. I wouldn't argue with him at all, but he's somebody's preference. You know what I'm
No,
saying? Like,
I'm saying, how he's so against, black men being with white women.
I mean, that's a whole different topic for another day.
Right.
But that's preference. What you mean?
That is preference. I get that's preference. I get
Oh,
why
okay.
he
Oh,
I
I
get
hear a
I
but.
get why he thinks I didn't say but I said I get why he thinks that way. Like from history, from cultural perspective, I get why he thinks that way. I'm not saying that is right. I'm just saying I understand from a cultural and historical perspective of his thought process. Like I understand that. Again, but interracial dating again is a preference, right? Like
Correct.
that's a choice. Again, I don't hate it. Like it's not for me. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's everything that we do as far as dating, who we choose to be with. They're based off preferences. You're not going to be with somebody that doesn't have anything that you're not attracted to.
Correct.
So
She
there's
got money.
Got the big leg.
but that's not what you're attracted to, right? You're attracted to her money. So it's the same it's the same thing. Like how girls will date somebody that's like 90. She's not attracted to him physically,
Yeah.
but financially he's attractive. So it's the same premise. But something has to attract you to a person, regardless of what that is. You have to be attracted to something about them. Mentally,
Right.
emotionally, physically, financially, something has to be like, oh, they have something that I want to acquire.
This is true.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I appreciate that. I appreciate your opinion and Nathan's opinion. And I'd love to bring this up again before I come over this, but you're gonna get mad.
go bring it up.
We spoke about it earlier. You sure?
We spoke about it earlier. Today or last week?
Bring it up.
I'm bringing it up. Nate, you heard about the plane crash, right? Rest in peace to the people up there. You told me to bring it up. You heard about the plane crash?
Earlier. It's cool. Go ahead.
The one in Philly.
One in Philly.
You ain't hear about the plane crash in Philly?
Nah, go over that.
No, I mean, there was literally a plane crash in the northeast Philly, and some people died. It was unfortunate. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not even gonna bring it up because my issue was her. But if you didn't hear it, I can't even give you I can't give you where I'm going with it.
His issue is not the crash. His issue is Philadelphia and how we break down the different parts of our city. So originally, like where I grew up, it's called Southwest, right? Rick won't acknowledge it as Southwest because
No. Explain properly, because now you explain it like a Philadelphian. I'm explaining them like a New Yorker.
One nigga, I'm a
Boom.
Philadelphian. Like, what the fuck?
All right. Nate, you come out to Philly, right? Right? Boom. They got a train line that go from up, down, left, and right. Right or wrong?
Right.
So are you being sarcastic?
No, nigga, I know where the fuck I live at. Right.
So on on a compass, on a compass, the train is taking you to north, right? On a compass, the train is taking you south. On a compass, the train is taking you east and west, right?
Right.
So JC says she from
Southwest.
okay, which is in what direction, Nate?
Southwest will be down, right?
Right, going south, correct?
Correct.
Which means that she'll be from South Philly.
Southwest. No, I'm not from South Philly. South Philly's on the other side of the bridge. We could keep
Look,
going through the.
can I
So
can I can I talk to my man? Can I talk
no,
can I talk to
so
my man?
here's something. He's mad because he's a fucking Philly implant, and he's upset because he's upset because all of our directions and our different parts of the city, like northeast.
Cause this shit don't make no sense. Yo, they hostile on some like, yo, nah, I'm from northeast. Nigga, you
Because
from north. If the direction I had to go to your house is up, nigga, I went north. I didn't go northeast yet. I went north first, right? Right or wrong? You going north, then you make your way east, northeast.
northeast. Okay, so you just
But then
explained my point.
you still from north. But then you still
No,
from
you're
north.
not. No,
You
you're
still
not.
from
I mean,
north.
it's just different. It's just different hoods. It's just
They're
different
very
hoods.
different. You're gonna get
Yes,
even.
they're different
You're gonna
hoods
be more upset
in the
if I
north.
break down the hoods inside of the bigger hoods. Like, stop playing with me.
They're
Rick,
different.
stop. Rick, Rick,
They're different hoods. They're different
Rick,
hoods on the north side of Philly, right?
Rick, Rick.
But
There's
that
different.
hood
There's
is in the north
different
side.
hoods in North Philly. There's different hoods in Northeast. There's different hoods in South Philly. There's different hoods in Southwest. You want me to get you the map of Philadelphia and break it down for you? Rick,
Nah,
stop playing. Rick,
all I gotta do is up, down,
Rick.
left, right. That's it.
You
But I'm
lucky,
just saying.
you lucky Nate on here, and I don't want to disrespect New York because you know how many you get down. Stop playing with me.
Here's the thing, but you can't though. Here's why. Because we got mad routes. We're not just going left, right, left. We got boroughs. You know what I'm saying? That's how we differentiate. We don't go, oh, I'm going north, east. Nah, nigga, you actually from that borough. You're not from north side of Brooklyn. You from Brooklyn. That's a whole.
I'm
That's what we do.
I'm saying no. Nah. Look, you right. You right, Roger. You right. You is right though.
Nigga, I
But
know
like,
right, because we from New York.
Now look. But now
New York,
look.
he's
For
not
instance, a nigga be like, I'm from New York. When a nigga say he from New York, where he really from? When he say that, Roger.
But as New Yorkers, we know this nigga. Oh, he from upstate. The fuck out of here! Like,
There you go. Like that nigga. That's what
I'm
I'm saying. So it's the same thing for her. It's like
nah.
yeah, I'm from Philly. Yeah, I'm from Philly. I'm from nigga, Philly. I'm from South Philly is on the other side of the bridge. Like, nigga, once you cross the bridge, nigga, you not in South Philly no more, nigga. Like,
They in one city. It ain't boroughs. They in one city. Philadelphia. We in New York City. They in Philadelphia. So when we go to Brooklyn, we in Brooklyn. Then I'll be like, Nate, what part of Brooklyn you in? You know what I'm saying?
You do understand that Philadelphia is a city, right? Like, nigga, stop playing with me. Like, listen to me. Like, what we're not gonna do is talk to non-Philly people about Philly shit. So let's just end it, because when I see you,
right.
it's like
right. Before everybody get hostile about their hoods.
Yeah, exactly. We've been on at this for way too long.
Yo, if I want to spice her up, I just gotta bring that up. Oh my gosh, this is the best of me. I appreciate you guys. We're gonna this out. It's 53 minutes deep, almost an hour. The crazy thing is that we touched almost an hour, and these two niggas still ain't show up. Is crazy.
Oh my gosh,
that's wild though. Like,
I'm not gonna get out my. You don't make me rant on this. Let me end this before I start.
I'm tight because I was